Welcome back. We're going to be talking about something today that I think is very important. It's going to be Tyler Huntley because he's going to make the start on Monday night. And I wanted to give you a little insight on what to expect from Tyler Huntley. So we'll go right into it, basically into the whole Pro Bowler. I know I see that everywhere, that it says that Tyler Huntley is a Pro Bowler. What we have to understand about Tyler Huntley, he was a Pro Bowler when Lamar Jackson went down, I think it was like 3 years ago, and he came in and they ended up getting to the playoffs with him. But the whole Pro Bowler thing, we have to take in consideration that there was a lot of quarterbacks that were either not going to the Pro Bowl or injured. So he happened to make his way, honestly, just because he was a starter that played okay. The Pro Bowl thing, his year that he won the Pro Bowl, he was not a Pro Bowl quarterback. Let's just be 100% real. I know it'll say that in every single news channel because he technically made the Pro Bowl, but when you understand his play, he did not make the Pro Bowl. The thing is he's going to give us the best chance just based upon his running ability. He is very fast as a quarterback, so he gives you that option. But I will give you the stats for that Pro Bowl year. It was 2021, and he was 122 completions of 188 attempts, 64 completion percentage, 1,081 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and then he rushed 47 times for 294 yards and 2 touchdowns and had a fumble. As you can see, not a Pro Bowl type of quarterback. So what are we going to expect from Tyler Huntley? Well, Mike McDaniel, at this point, we understand, all of us as fans, we clearly don't get why Mike McDaniel doesn't see this, especially this last game when you had Skylar Thompson. He just stunk the entire game. So you need to run the ball. So what does Tyler Huntley give you? Why is he starting? Well, what you can do now, which is hopefully something that they can take into the rest of the season, is we're going to be doing a lot of RPO play action type of football. This is what it's going to be. And it might be a boring game, but the thing that Tyler Huntley can give you is that running threat. And we have Jalen Wright and Devon Achane, and I think Mostert might be almost back. We'll see what happens. But this is going to turn into the type of team that Lamar Jackson plays with. You know, the whole RPO, running, passing, short passes. This is how we need to play this game. And it's going to be very boring. It's not going to be, Mike McDaniel needs to understand you can't play the type of offense that you want to play unless you have Tua in the game. It's blaring right in the face. I think a lot of people that want to say that Tua sucks, you need to understand, look how much of a drop-off that this team has when Tua is in versus when Tua is out. It looks like the best offense in the league when Tua is in. When he's out, it looks like a high school team. So what we need to understand, hopefully Mike McDaniel gets this, is that you cannot play your game. You cannot play. This is where Mike McDaniel needs to make the adjustments. This has been his Achilles heel the entire time he's been in the league, is that he doesn't make adjustments. He just keeps trying to play his game even though it's not working. This is the type of game that hopefully Mike McDaniel can learn from, that you cannot play the way that your offense is supposed to play with Tyler Huntley. You can't do it. What you have to do is you have to adjust. And how do you adjust? You have to take all the RPO option plays that you have in your playbook, shorten the passes, and just give Tyler Huntley the ability to just get the ball into Tyreek Hill's hands. We were playing the Seahawks, and it's like you're trying to run the same offense that you run with Tua, and Skylar's just not getting the ball into the hands of the playmakers. It needs to be kind of, if you watch the Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys, where Daniel Jones, it was just basically him dinking and dunking the whole entire time, just getting it to Wandale and Malik Neighbors and letting them do something. This is how this game needs to go. You need to just get it into Tyreek Hill's hands. I want to see, honestly, I want to see a crap ton of runs and then just 20 targets for each person. I'm being a little too crazy there, but like just get it on like zig routes or little slants or whatever it is. Not plays behind the line of scrimmage. get it in front, do a little RPO action play, get a slant, quick yardage, get it into their hands. This is the way that Mike McDaniel needs to play this game. And this is something that hopefully will teach him something. Because the problem with Mike McDaniel is that he is so gosh darn stubborn that he will not switch his playbook for anything. He just wants to believe that his players can do it. And this is the issue with him, is because, again, clearly like we see, unless Tua is in, they cannot. They cannot play like Tua can. And even when Tua is in, when something is not working, instead of doing like Bruce Lee said, being like water and adjusting to the situation, he just keeps trying to play the same way and hoping that it works. And he honestly, most of the time, he even panics and tries to go too crazy instead of just adjusting. You know, when you're boxing, you are going 12 rounds. What you're doing is you're constantly adjusting to what your opponent is doing. This is why I think Mike McDaniel maybe needs to get into boxing so that he can, take a punch first and have to realize how to adjust to somebody doing what they're doing. Because what Mike McDaniel does is he punches as hard as he can and he misses and gets hit in the face. And instead of trying to avoid the hit and counter, he just keeps punching as hard as he can and missing every single shot. He needs to learn how to adjust, and this is the game that will hopefully do something like that for him, where you cannot play the way that you want to play, and you can't cry about it. You have to adjust to what you can do, and what you can do is run the ball. You need to run the ball so much with Tyler Huntley. I mean, it needs to be 50. I want to see 50 runs by Devon Achane and Jalen Wright. I want to see at least 15 runs from Tyler Huntley, and I want to see maybe 10 passes, 10, 15 passes, and they need to be all to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Just get it to them and let them do something with it. You cannot sit there and want to play a game like you do throwing the ball 40 yards down the field. It's not going to work. Just getting the ball into their hands is going to be the way that you need to play. Running with Devon Achane, calling every single run play that you got in your book. And what we need to do, especially this game, you cannot have any plays that go behind the line of scrimmage. If you put Tyler Huntley in a 3rd and long or 2nd and long, it's going to be a long day, and it's going to look exactly like the Seattle Seahawks. You need to make sure that every play goes forward every single time. Every play goes forward. No stupid trick plays. No nonsensical throwing the ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage to get Tyreek. No, none of those. Everything goes forward. You either have no yardage or positive yardage, no negative yardage. Because if you do that to this quarterback, he might throw an interception. As you can see, he tends to do that. He is not 100% efficient when it comes to the football. He'll turn it over if you make him do too much. This is what good coaches do. Make it super easily for Tyler Huntley. Just simplify the game so much that all he has to do is complete high school routes and letting his playmakers do this thing. That's what Tua was supposed to be doing this entire year. Instead of doing this crazy nonsensical stuff, just get the ball into your playmakers' hands. Put a crosser over the middle, let them catch the ball, and let them turn up the field. Stop doing these 40-yard plays every single play. Sometimes it seems like Mike McDaniel needs to complete the 50-yard play or he's not happy with himself. Just get these short yardage plays. Run the ball until your offensive line can figure it out, because they can't pass block for crap. And just make it easy. Make it easy on Tyler Huntley. Make it easy so that he doesn't make any mistakes. This is a very, very winnable game. So this is going to be the telltale sign. What type of coach is Mike McDaniel? We will see. That'll be Monday night. Love you all. Fins up, everybody. And go University of Miami. Love you all. Peace.